Anyway, let's discuss WWE Night of Champions, which took place yesterday in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I'll tell you what, these Saudi Arabia shows are really cool now. And, when I came into watching wrestling, WWE back in 4 years, 2019, and I realized, at least then, that these Saudi Arabia shows felt like more over-glorified house shows. That they're doing it because the Saudis are paying a premium for access for these shows to come down to Saudi Arabia. But in recent years, I've noticed that these matches and stuff do matter, and they actually tend to get payoffs. Storylines get paid off as though these are regular pay-per-views. And they're starting to become treated that way now in the last year. I love it. I really do love it. So I run a couple takeaways from yesterday. Although I did watch the show today. I watched the show today because yesterday I was at work, and then I came home and I watched maybe one match, and then I had to watch the Heat game last night, of course, that destroyed my night. But a couple of takeaways I have here. Number one, you got Seth Rollins, who won the, do we call it inaugural World Heavyweight Championship or dusted off? Because they just brought it back recently, the World Heavyweight Championship. They did the tournament. He beat AJ Styles last night. Seth Rollins, to me, I remember last year I did a podcast on this, a segment on this last year. It might have been with our friend Matthew Muleisen on the show. I think it might have been both, a solo and a guest. And I said that Seth Rollins has an argument to be top 25 all time, WWE superstar all time. I'm going to change my position on that now. I think he is officially a top 20 guy all time. This guy's one of the best workers in history of the business. This guy is been consistent. He may not be a tippy-top guy. Certainly he shouldn't be a tippy-top guy. I mean, I know there's moments he had that. He was a tippy-top guy and didn't really work as much. But he's one of he's tier 1 star. And he's pretty much been tier 1 star in this company probably since 2012, 2013, since The Shield came in 2012. And this run here with Seth, with the Seth freaking Rollins and the costumes and all that stuff is easily his best run of his entire career here in WWE. He is, in my opinion, now officially a top 20 guy all time. Okay? By the way, great match against AJ Styles, but no one's surprised by that. So there's that. What else do I have here? Bianca Belair finally loses the Raw Women's Championship last night to Asuka after holding the belt for well over a year. It's the right move. I love Bianca, my favorite people in the company, but she's gotten stale. I've been saying that for a while now, and you need to either turn her heel, reheat her again, put her in chase mode, which is always, there's a lot of value in that, of course. She needs to be reheated. And, look, maybe she gets a title back at SummerSlam or down beyond, but this run has gotten kind of stale, unfortunately for her. So I think this was the right booking move, honestly, in hindsight. I didn't want it to happen because I want Bianca to win the whole title, but I think people are getting bored by it now. So I don't know if you turn her heel at some point, if you have her chase mode. She's certainly better than mid-card. She's certainly not, shouldn't be in the mid-card. She matters. She's arguably the best athlete, the best women's wrestler on the roster, arguably. I think people say Charlotte Flair maybe is in the conversation, or Becky, whatever it may be, or Bayley. But Bianca's in that top 4, top 3. I say she's the best of all, but that's just my opinion. What else here? Gunther, of course, retained his IC title. No surprise, it's Ali. Gunther, right now, probably after Seth Rollins, because he has the longer, sample of work, might be the best worker in the company. And he works with anybody. He works with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus and does, tough, bulky, big bitty men that meat matches. And then he can still work with a guy like Ali, who's a high flyer, and still make it legitimate. Gunther is, to me, the best worker, not named Seth Rollins, right now in the company. He's fantastic. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch him work. And this guy should be elevated into the world top picture at some point in the next 6 months. He's IC champion right now. I see at some point between now and SummerSlam, maybe Sheamus or maybe Drew McIntyre gets a title from him. And once you take the title off of him, you now elevate him to the world title spot, into the world title picture, whether or not it's against Roman, or whether or not it's against Seth, and all that. But it's time for him to go next level. He's ready. I think he's ready. What else here? Let me see. Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. That match, rubber match. Oh, not rubber match. Second match. Brock won this one. Obviously the storyline now with Cody. He has the broken arm. He's still wrestling anyway with a broken arm. My opinion with this, first of all, I love this feud. The feud's amazing. Love the feud. It's been fantastic. They booked it correctly on both sides. Cody was the first one to roll up. Second one, Brock pins, taps Cody out because of the arm. I think the rubber match, because they're going to have one rubber match, a third match. And I think that should be a SummerSlam, not Money in the Bank. I think with the angle of the broken arm for Cody, buys you time to buy a couple weeks, and you don't put the Money in the Bank in July. You make that match a Hell in a Cell match in August at SummerSlam in Detroit. And then from there, Cody probably wins the blow-off feud. Brock goes away, I'm sure, after that, and Cody can be now elevated to the world title picture again. That's how I book the rest of this feud, rest of the summer. It's built in already. You use the arm as a way to buy a few weeks. Cody's out a couple weeks. He comes back, challenges Brock at SummerSlam, and I will say not only that, you challenge SummerSlam, you make that Hell in a Cell match. Make that a Hell in a Cell match. It's a great feud. Great feud. What else here? The Bloodline's crumbling, of course. Falling apart. You saw last night, of course. Jimmy and Jay, came in the match, in the time match against KO. It was obviously it was Roman and Solo Sikoa versus KO and Sami. By the way, Sami and Zayn's entrance last night, amazing. That crowd was amazing. You guys know, Sami Zayn is Syrian, I believe. I think it's Syrian. So he's from that region. He speaks Arabic. I'll be honest with you, I teared up. That was one of the greatest entrances I've ever seen in WWE history. I teared up watching that. And then you see the part also, a little off script. The camera wasn't Roman when he's in the ring and Sami's getting his love from the crowd and all that. You see Roman smiling, a little bit off script, like a proud father. Then you see Sami talk Arabic to the crowd, responding to Roman and Paul Heyman after Roman's introduction from Paul Heyman. Sami deserves it. Sami deserves it, absolutely. He's fantastic. But yeah, I turned up during that entrance. Yeah, this Bloodline feud storyline is amazing. So obviously the Usos, Jimmy and Jay come in the ring at the end of the match to, jump KO and Sami. Then they go into super kick. I think it was KO or whatever. And then instead KO super kicked accidentally Solo Sikoa, which Roman saw that. Roman comes in the ring and pushes Jey Uso away and tell him not they want anymore. And then all of a sudden Jimmy out of nowhere super kicks Roman. Jey tries to calm him down. Jimmy says no, this is us now, and he super kicks Roman again. Roman knocks out Roman, of course, and of course I think KO pinned Solo Sikoa to so Solo ate the pin to get the win for the KO and Sami. This storyline's amazing. This storyline continues to evolve. It's by far, to me, the best storyline of all time. I mean, you talk about the Mega Power storyline in 88, 89, 87, 89. You talk about Austin and McMahon. There's also other good ones here and there. But this one, the longevity, 3 years in, not bored. It stretches generations. It has other legs to it as well. I also think there's going to be more people involved in this. I think if the Usos are going to be preened away from this bloodline, and if indeed this sticks around, this sticks the way it is, I feel like there's more members of the family of the tribe that get involved that we don't know about yet. Just saying. I can see more members, more people added to the story in the near future. I'm not saying anything's going to happen anytime soon. I'm just saying this is my opinion.